Hello everyone, welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're back with some more news. Some of this has leaked before, so it's not really too entirely new, but there is some faction mechanics for Valkia and even a trailer, so there's a bunch of new information. And, well, today the DLC goes on pre-order. This is something that was kind of expected with 10% off, so you get a little discount all the way up to the 30th of August, so that's important to know. Anyways, let's not waste any more time and jump right in, because there's a bunch to talk about, and I'm just really excited today, so yeah. Alright, so we do have to read the on the battlefield section. The Winged Warrior Queen is one of the most skilled combatants in both the mortal and immortal realms. With melee stats to rival even those of Skarbrand, she has a range of powerful abilities including Demon Shield, which grants her invulnerability for a short period. Freaking awesome, yeah, makes sense. Spear of Slufnir, which causes the ground to erupt in a straight line. Okay, big damage. And her Gaze of Khorne passive ability, which increases the base weapon damage, armor piercing, and leadership of warriors in her area of influence. Okay, so she can also buff up some warriors. That makes sense because the Khornate faction doesn't have access to magic, so having access to extra buffs is going to be very, very useful. So far, she sounds pretty cool. If we look towards her faction effects, she's actually got some cool stuff. So Bloodletting is a mechanic that you're already used to if you've played Skarbrand, so it's the more fights you get into, the more benefits you do get. Campaign movement range plus 20% after winning a battle for all characters. Yeah, okay, again, makes a lot of sense and keeps you aggressive. Souls gained from sacrificed captives plus 50%. Souls is a unique resource that only the Warriors of Chaos get access to, so yeah, it's going to be quite good. And vassals gain frenzy and spread Khorne corruption. So this is something that we've already seen with the other Warriors of Chaos Lords for Champions of Chaos, where they'll boost up their vassals. It's obviously quite beneficial considering that you will be getting quite a lot of Norskin vassals. Lastly, we've got the Gaze of Khorne, we already know that, and her Lord effect, her unique one, is actually quite cool. Campaign movement range plus 35% after enemy retreats from battle. So if you've got enemies just running away, you'll be able to just strike them down, and I think that works out really, really well. Because, well, you know, when you have a big beefy army, enemies will tend to run away from you, and sometimes they can just get a little bit away. So this should stop that, depending on where their positioning on the map was, though. So, as we are aware, we've got the Champions of Chaos pre-order going up today at 6 PM British time, so yeah, that should be live now when this video goes up. I'm hoping so at the very least. And there will be a Valkia Let's Play tomorrow. Remember that it's discounted until the 30th, and that gives you time to see YouTubers doing Let's Plays and so on, just in case if you want to see if the DLC is right for you. But generally you guys just kind of want to buy everything anyway, don't you? Because, I mean, it's Warhammer Fantasy. This is the only proper thing that we're getting of Warhammer Fantasy in a long time until Old World comes out, or we get another book from Cubicle 7 for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Now, with that being said, there is a trailer for Valkia, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to just watch it, and we're going to let it play in the background. So, yeah, let's have some fun. Right, so you guys know me, and I'm going to make this a little bit Slaaneshi-centric, but I absolutely adore how the Chaos Lord of Slaanesh looks. He looks absolutely awesome, same as the Chosen behind him. These things are just freaking cool. The fact is, we never really had a design for these things, and we finally got a really good look at them. The Lord looks absolutely awesome. It's one of those things where, well, from what we've seen of all the unique looking units, I know some people aren't so keen on certain ones, but I think they look nice. I honestly think they look really, really nice. It still has that kit bash element, and I think that's really, really cool because it takes us back to the tabletop days. I know a lot of people playing aren't really from the tabletop, so they don't understand why so many people are so nostalgic about that, but I think it's freaking awesome. Valkia is one of the most anticipated characters for the Total War Warhammer series because she's just really interesting. She's got loads of lore that centers her around loads of fighting and so on, but showing her to be very strong-minded, even resisting the temptations of a Keeper of Secrets, which does not happen often, so I imagine that's why she's that popular. I am a big fan. I think she looks really, really cool. No cone head, which I think is very important. They've given her a nice little visual update while still keeping her to look like Valkia. So well done to Creative Assembly for that. They showed her to be, I don't know, a little bit weak because she does get pinned down for a little bit, but I guess that kind of makes sense. You can't really charge in by yourself. You'll just get surrounded. However, the shots there of her flying and all that, they look really, really good. The animation team must have had a lot of fun with this because, I mean, it's Valkia the Bloody, who wouldn't have a lot of fun just creating that awesome character. With that being said, we're pretty much done with the reveals. There is a Let's Play tomorrow, but yeah, not much left to show. Now, soon enough, and actually I can confirm, I will start dropping videos on the 12th, this coming Friday. So there's a few things that you need to know about that. Obviously, at the beginning, I will only be focusing on Immortal Empires stuff, so not Champions of Chaos. This is how Creative Assembly does it, where I'm allowed to show off certain things and then certain things after. You know, it's just how it works. And I can tell you that I do have a lot longer time than usual. So how it's going to work is that there'll be about 2 to 3 videos every single day on the channel as from the 12th. And from there, there's also going to be about 1 to 2 streams depending on the day on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/The Great Book of Grudges, same as the channel name, just without the spaces. And yeah, that's going to be interesting. So yeah, there's a lot of content. There is a lot of content, and I just want to showcase as much as possible. So yeah, there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot, which is a little bit why I sound a little bit tired in this video. For those not aware, I have been busy with some family matters, so I've not had enough time to actually record. I've been doing that a lot now. Thank you, by the way, to those who've reached out and all that. I know that you know, me taking a little break was a bit weird, but, you know, it's nice to have had some support for that, and I honestly do appreciate you guys. But yeah, sleep deprived aside, there's a lot, and I hope you guys are hyped up. I sure am myself. So I shall see you all again very, very soon with a lot of information.